Good morning, going on daily. Good morning to all you wonderful people out there. And good morning, Sharon. How are
Good
you?
morning, Kyle. I am great. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. We're excited. Season 2, episode 205, Tangled Up in Blue. Because I mean, everybody's got to have the blues, you know. So I mean, something of that sort. I mean, if you're out there singing it, I love it. It's yeah, it's
It's a
very,
little
very
it's a little
excellent.
cheesy, but got to sing the blues.
I mean, we're all cheesy this week from what
Hmm.
I understand. So being cheesy, that's our thing this week,
That's our
which is
thing. That's our theme.
which is excellent. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and gearing right up. So we're gonna jump right in. Differences of Canadian Thanksgiving with a special guest.
With a special
Um,
guest.
yeah, so that is even more exciting. And and there she is. She's excited too. Welcome. So this
Good
is
morning, girl.
Bethany Shelton. Welcome to the show, Bethany. It's really good to meet
Woo!
you.
I am
Super,
so excited to be here with you guys.
We're
yeah,
excited to
super
have
awesome
you.
to have you. Yeah,
How are you this
yeah,
morning?
Great. How are you guys?
doing good. It's a good morning. It's a good morning, and we get it. So we get to hear about the differences
Great.
of Thanksgiving, which I'm totally excited about.
Well,
So,
as you know, may or may not know, this weekend is Thanksgiving in Canada. So in Canada, we celebrate it on the second Monday in October because we have an earlier harvest season. And in
mm,
the US, you guys celebrate on the fourth Thursday in November because you have
hmm
nicer weather longer. So therefore, your harvest season is delayed. So, um, Bethany, what are some of your and Kyle? What are some of your Thanksgiving traditions? What do you guys do? What's your Thanksgiving meal about, and all of that?
uh, go ahead, jump in, Bethany. It's all
Oh,
it's all you. I'm.
yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's for my family,
Hmm.
it's trying to keep the down. My mother is notorious for going putting stuff in the oven and walking away. I mean, it's just if you don't
Mm,
have like, a fire extinguisher, something to fan the flames, then it's just not
mm,
Thanksgiving.
mm.
That's
That's
perfect.
that's awesome. Yeah, I wouldn't say that I
Yes.
really have a tradition for Thanksgiving. It's
No?
kind of different every year. And and so I mean a lot of times I'll show up, but I've been out to different friends places for Thanksgiving, depending on if my folks are around or not. And then sometime I mean I kind of wouldn't mind just having it by myself, um, which is probably different than what a lot of people. Oh my gosh, I want to you want to get together with family and all of those things. And sometimes it's kind of nice. I'm like, oh, this is great. I'm just gonna hang
No.
out with my.
Agreed, agreed. The
Yeah.
peace and quiet, the serenity is really quite nice when you can sit and reflect on what you're thankful for and just enjoy that space and time.
Hmm.
Beautiful. I love that.
Hmm.
Um, so interesting you brought up friends because for years we did a Friendsgiving. So
Yeah.
we went out, we got all the families together, all the kids, all the adults, we went out golfing, and then we came back and we made a big meal and we played games, and yeah, it was a really lot of fun. And when we would be at different people's every year, rotated to different friends'
Mm,
houses, and people who had the room, we would all just stay overnight and
mm.
get up and have a big breakfast the next morning. It was those were some of the best Thanksgivings to me.
Mm.
And I can say that because none of my family watches this show. So
Uh, I love it. I love it. So
but
I'm totally curious because
mhm,
I know a lot of people, they'll have their Thanksgiving dinner or whatever you want to call it, mid-afternoon. And
Mm.
that's always been one of the things that I'm like, this is absurd. Like, why? I mean, let's just have dinner.
Yes.
I don't get that.
Yes. But I guess maybe some people are traveling too, right? So if you're
Yeah.
traveling a little bit, maybe an hour or two to get to Thanksgiving dinner. I know people who do that. And so you have it a little
Mm.
earlier in the day so that by 7 or 8 o'clock you're back on your way home,
So
right?
sobered up and on the road.
Well, there's always one DD, right? There's always one DD who takes the hit for everybody else. So let's say the spouses, say if it was my husband's family at Thanksgiving, he drinks, I drive, right? So
Mm,
the spouse takes the hit and stays sober.
mm, mm. How about you, Bethany?
You know what I found? What I found just so interesting around the whole concept of Thanksgiving, the Canadians have it around harvest season,
Mhm.
where you're all the vegetable, everything's in abundance. They go out, you got a field full of crops. You come in with your family and you cook a lovely meal. Now, isn't it interesting? Us Americans, we have it in the third Thursday of November, which after doing a little bit of research, it's closer to consumerism when we have ours.
Yes.
It's not
Oh,
around the harvest. It's not around,
yep.
it's
Yeah.
about consumer buy.
Mhm.
And I find that so interesting that, your crops are already gone. The gathering's already completed. You've already put up your vegetables and,
Mhm.
and harvest.
Yeah.
And so I just found that just kind of mind blowing that us Americans, and, I love America, don't get me wrong, but it's just, kind of we might got it off a little bit,
Yeah.
more around the consumerism, the buy, spend, spend,
Well,
spend.
yeah,
Yeah.
Black Friday, right? That's
Yeah.
a focal point of Thanksgiving for you guys. Elbows up, let's go get those deals. Let's
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
let's wrestle with
Exactly.
everybody in the stores to save that $5, right?
Yeah. It's
But I mean, you
harvest
can
deals.
even go back.
That's right.
Yeah.
Harvest the
I mean,
deals.
but it just seems like we have some kind of holiday each month.
Oh yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah, we do too.
Mhm.
Consumer,
I think
buy,
April is the
buy.
only one we don't. And that depends on Easter, right? Sometimes it's in March, sometimes it's in April. So
Mhm.
Yeah,
Well, and
yeah,
I'm thinking
we
about
have,
that just with the gardens. With the gardens, I mean, we had, 2 nights ago, that was the first. I mean, it wasn't like a hard freeze, but I mean, it pretty much cooked. Like it cooked most of the plants, and then last night it was cold again, and it's not even. I mean, in Idaho, we're kind of in the banana belt, as far as the places that get cold. So.
yeah.
So we're definitely not the coldest of all of those areas, and so I'm thinking, boy, by the time Thanksgiving comes around, there's everything is all long been gone, and even for you guys, it sounds
yeah.
like, Sharon, too.
No, it's just we're just bringing in our gardens now, so it's perfect timing,
Mm,
right? Yeah.
mhm,
So like you say, we had a little wee bit of a frost a couple weeks ago, but like you say, it wasn't hard. Actually didn't
mhm,
damage any plants. The flowers are still blooming and doing all that,
mm,
which is unusual. It's usually, well, yeah, around this time we start to get frost.
mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so it's perfect time for us, like Bethany says. But I noticed a difference in the
Yeah.
food because in Canada we like our traditional is turkey stuffing, mashed potatoes, pumpkin pie. We have broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, peas, all of the, like you say, the fresh
Mhm,
vegetables that are coming
mhm,
off, right?
mhm.
And we have pumpkin pie and butter tarts, Nanaimo Square for dessert, and there's always a brie cheese wheel, a
Oh,
wheel of brie with baked in the oven with brown sugar and some pecans. Oh yeah.
oh,
Mm, mm,
oh,
Wow.
so good. So freaking good.
mm,
It's delicious. Love it, love it, love it.
Yeah, us Americans
And
missed that memo. We didn't get that memo on the brie.
yeah, yeah. The brie,
Sounds good.
definitely. I'm like, what are we doing? Yeah.
It
I
is.
mean,
It's really. It's too good, really.
yeah, I'd go for
It's
that over
so
the
good.
turkey.
But and we also have like turnip, parsnip, beets, like all the things we're taking out of our garden, right? So we
Hmm.
have and
Hmm.
cheese, a lot of cheese with our Thanksgiving meal. Like we have au gratins and poutine, of course, poutine, and but the cheese au gratin, it's a crumble on top with butter and cheese. There's Parmesan and there's like whatever kind of cheese
Hmm.
you want to put in it. You can have potatoes, you can have vegetables, you can have whatever. But yeah, it's like a breadcrumb topping with butter and cheese, and there's cheese throughout. So we have a lot of cheese with our Thanksgiving meal.
Mm.
Mhm. Whereas you guys don't, right? You guys have like sweet potato pie and
Wow.
things like that.
Yeah, yeah. I
What
don't
else do
do.
you have?
We might have mac and cheese.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mac and cheese. There you go.
Mm.
That's pretty good. But okay, so I got to ask you a
What'd
question.
you say,
What's with
Kyle?
the
I'm
pardoning
sorry.
of the turkey? Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. So you asked something about the turkey?
What's with the pardoning of the turkey?
Mm.
How does a turkey pardon a turkey?
I don't know that. I'm totally
No, I'm
uh
talking about your current administration. They
oh,
doesn't the
oh,
administration pardon a turkey every year? How does a
oh.
turkey pardon a turkey?
I stay out of that one. I
No, but I don't understand the what's the thought behind it? What's the tradition about? Why do they pardon a turkey?
I don't, I'm gonna say I'm out of the loop on that. Which seems like most things, I'm usually out of the loop on what's going on. So I
Okay.
kind of stick in my own
I
world. Um, but yeah, any thoughts on that, Bethany? Do
I
you
have
know?
yet to. Yeah, I've yet to hear of a pardon of a turkey. Is this new?
No, every year the president
Hmm,
pardons a turkey
hmm.
before Thanksgiving.
Where does he
Every,
do
like
that at? On the,
I think in the White House. I don't
that
know. Like
explains so much.
it's a thing.
That
The Macy's
explains so
Day
much.
Parade and a pardoning of the turkey. Like
Huh.
we see that on TV every friggin' year. What?
Maybe we just don't
I
watch it
have
as
not seen
Americans.
it.
Where are you guys? Come
Oh,
on.
this is
What the heck?
hilarious.
I thought for sure you
That
would
must be a
you would
Canadian thing.
know about that. No, it's not. It's a U.S. Your president. We don't pardon turkeys. We just eat them.
No, it's
You guys, your president pardons a turkey. Every president every year
well,
pardons a turkey.
it must be
Right.
a Canadian thing to watch all of that going
Yes,
on.
that's what I was just
Right.
saying, Kyle. I have
Yeah,
not experienced that.
yeah, yeah.
That in your Macy's Day Parade. So I wondered why you guys are looking at me like, pardon a turkey. What are you talking about? I'm
Yeah,
like, holy
yeah.
shit, this is your
We
tradition,
have
man.
not heard of that. Yeah.
Okay.
It could just be that
Interesting.
we're clueless. I mean, there's a possibility.
Ding
We
ding.
just don't. Yeah, we don't know. I mean, I don't know the
Okay.
last time
I got my
the
head in the
Macy's Day
sand.
Parade. Yeah, I don't know the last time I watched the Macy's Day Parade.
Yeah,
It's been
I
yeah.
don't watch it either, but they stream
You
it on
know,
our TV every year.
Yeah. One
Yeah.
of my favorite things, I think, food wise, I love to do a prime rib for
Oh,
so
wow.
yeah, that is probably one of my favorite. I mean, it's my favorite anyway, but doing a prime rib instead of, but we'll do ham sometimes
Hmm.
or even fried chicken, sometimes that's just yeah, just because I mean, especially if there's not that many people doing a whole turkey, it's like, oh my gosh, what are we going
Yeah,
to do with?
exactly. Why go
Uh,
through all that? What does your mom
you
burn
know,
up?
I
What
was
kind of iron? What kind of iron are you getting with all that burnt food? What are you guys eating, Bethany?
I'm getting yeah, yeah.
Just think of the iron
Well,
content. It's awesome.
it's interesting. Yeah, I mean, if it's edible, it's a win. It's totally a
mm,
win.
mm,
But I find something so interesting. Why is it that you when you think of Thanksgiving, you would think that the Pilgrims, Plymouth, all of this,
Mhm.
that they would go out and hunt a turkey to come put on freshly on the table.
mhm,
But I found that in the research that here in America, they don't allow, hunting season for turkey is, in April. And I found that so interesting that we're not even allowed to go out in the, yeah. Hunting season is April.
Huh.
Make that make sense.
Yeah.
Make that make sense.
Well, consumerism, like you say, right? Everybody
Yeah.
goes by the turkey.
Well, it's all farm turkey.
You would think that that would be a hunt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true. It's not wild turkeys anymore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, we see them. We have wild turkeys around here, but it's not hunting season when they're and I don't remember exactly when we do have, because I haven't gone out and I've almost hunted turkeys with my car, when they're when they're in the way, and I'm like, oh man, but not intentionally.
Kyle, Thanksgiving came early. I got a turkey.
Yeah. I'm like, well, it's, I got it and I was successful. So it's going in the back of the car and going home, I suppose.
Going home.
But yeah. Well, that's good stuff. So it seems a lot of the things are very very much the same, even though there's little differences.
Right.
And apparently you guys pay attention much more to the news of whatever it is that's going on in the U.S. than all the U.S.
We're
people.
waiting for our football game to come on, and there's always a
Oh.
frickin' Macy's Day Parade. And so you just got the TV running in the background until the parade's over, and then football comes on, right? Canadian CFL, which Ron says really isn't football, but we think it is.
Yeah, and I'm out of the loop on that too, because I don't watch football either, like any of it really. So
well, it's our playoff time, so that's when we really watch it, is during playoffs. We're not like the NFLers. We're not glued every football game to our TV. Just playoffs, we tune in.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
very awesome.
So what else? What other traditions do you have, Bethany? What else you got for us? Come on.
Well, it's pretty much the same. I think as most Americans, you bring over the family, and my family has decreased in size. My nephew's at college. So it's just our each year our family seems to be getting a little bit smaller. So, but we used to just go have everybody around and go do the Black Friday shopping. That was a big, come over, spend the night, wake up and go hit the stores for all of the deals now. But yeah, just, it's just so nice to be able to have a day to have all your family over, have a really great meal, and and just be grateful to have that time with them. And as my family, as my parents are getting older, and the responsibilities of cooking have now shifted, so it's just really interesting to just be able to take that time to just be grateful for your family and the food in which you're intaking.
Yeah, exactly.
That's for sure.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Bethany.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Well, thank you. We're grateful that you got to come on and talk about this today, and we got to meet you, and all the audience got to meet you as well. So yeah, super.
Holy Shift Balls, Thursdays at 11 Central.
Yes, come watch, laugh, have a good time. Watch me make, a fool of myself at sometimes, and laughter is the key to absolutely having, the best time. So thank you so much. I'm so grateful to be here today, and y'all have a great day.
Thanks for coming, Bethany. Chat later. Have a good day.
Awesome. So boy, that's there you go. Apparently Americans are a little clueless, and that's okay.
That's funny. I thought you guys would be like, oh yeah, we do this, or that's why we do that, or
Yeah.
I thought you'd actually have some turkey pardoning stories, but
yeah, I don't. No turkey pardoning stories. So we are live. If you're watching us, of course you know that we're live because that's how you see us. So live on Kick and YouTube and and Twitch and Rumble. And then you can watch us. Oh, and we're live. Oh, we are live on X. This is an exciting new development. We have been live on X. So if you're watching us on X, shout out. That's super exciting. And then of course you can watch us after the fact. Go follow us everywhere. Pretty please come follow us in all the places. We would love for that. And then you can watch or listen to the show after the fact on Spotify and iHeartRadio and Red Circle, at RI Broadcasting, and leave us a review on and on TuneIn. And so leave us a review on any of those places. Follow us on all of the other social media as well. U42, MeWe, TikTok, LinkedIn, Blue Sky, Gab, Space Hay, Parlor, all of the places, and then of course X as well, for all of the different goings on of the show, and then of course the most important right now, pretty please come follow us on Facebook. We are regrowing the Facebook so that we can go live. We got to have a certain number of people in order to go live, and we're still working on it. So we would love if you would come follow us on Facebook and interact, share the show.
Exactly.
Yeah, all of those things.
And tell us what you'd like to, what topics would you like us to discuss?
Yeah.
We are thinking about having theme weeks every week. What themes would you like us to have? Like, throw us some ideas.
Yeah.
What would you like to hear about? What would you like to participate in when we're having these theme weeks? What conversations would you like to participate in? So
we're feeling themey. Yeah.
Feeling themey.
And then, come support the show, Rhode-IslandBroadcasting.net. And so you can come on to there and support the show, get in touch with us, find all of the different co-hosts and all of the information. And of course, the voting for the Hall of Fame. So that's, you got to vote for the Hall of Fame.
Have your voice heard.
Yeah, your voice should, I don't want to shit on you, but should be heard. Cheers, Happy Days, The Golden Girls, MASH, Married with Children. I know which one I am hoping that will win, but I know that everybody else, they all have their thoughts. So you got to go vote so that
absolutely
that we know of the people that showed up that voted, that's what they choose.
Yeah.
So
vote for your favorite.
Yeah, grateful to have everybody all show up and live and supporting us in all of the different platforms and everything else. And then where can we find you, Sharon?
Oh, you can find me at yourtransformationcoaching.com, as well as Holy Shitballs.
Awesome. And you can find me at
Facebook.
You can find me at KyleMillerCoaching.com and at Kyle Miller Coaching on all the different platforms, all of them. So yeah, love to have you guys follow the show in all the places. Follow any of the co-hosts that you want to follow. We love all the support and encouragement and all the comments and everything else. So moving right along, we are jumping into Bleu, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. It has to be. It has to be Bleu. Yeah. Except for oh yes. I
can't even. It makes me want to gig.
I love it. And you guys already know that I'm cheesy, of course. So because that's kind of what I do. But Bleu cheesy, now that's super exciting. So I, you're going to have to correct me. I will stand corrected if I mess this up, but Bleu cheese, it's Bleu cheese is one of my favorite things, and the stronger, the better. It's kind of the way that I think about my coffee. If you can't stand a spoon up in your coffee, then it's not strong enough,
That's
you
not
know?
strong.
And and I think about blue cheese in the same way. And I know everybody has their preferences as far as blue cheese, but I used the good old Chat GPT a little bit. So if
Okay.
I'm wrong on any of these things, I'll own it, that I cheated. And but a little bit about the origin. So blue cheese, legend says that blue cheese was discovered by accident. A shepherd left his lunch, bread and cheese, in a cave near Roquefort, France. And when he returned, the cheese had molded, but tasted amazing because, I mean, of course. Oh, yeah, blue cheese. So,
Yeah.
but the cave provides the perfect conditions, humidity and temperature to grow mold naturally, because that's really it
Dark and
is.
damp. Dark and
It's
damp, baby.
it's
Ooh.
moldy cheese,
Mhm.
it's fine. So
It
yeah,
won't
so
hurt ya.
yeah, and actually, blue cheese has been made intentionally since at least the 7th century. The Roquefort first officially mentioned in 1070 AD, which is
Holy.
super, yeah, super
Yeah.
wild.
It's been a minute.
And yeah, been a minute for sure. And in 1411, King Charles the Sixth of France granted Roquefort exclusive aging rights, one of the first food protections in history. So, yeah,
Wow.
yeah, kind of
Okay.
different. But the mold used in the caves, it's the same way to this day. They still use the natural caves, to this day. And so the different varieties. So Roquefort is France, Gorgonzola is Italian, Stilton is England, Danish Blue is, of course, Denmark. And I didn't know, I wasn't as familiar with this one. Cabrales or Cabrales or Cabrale. I don't know how.
Capri- Caprellis? I
Yeah,
don't know, but that's
well,
yeah.
that's Spain. And that one is raw cow, goat, or sheep milk blend.
And
Um,
they're all blue cheeses, right?
yeah, all blue cheeses. And then American blues, Maytag Blue or Rogue River Blue. So Rogue River Blue is Oregon, and Maytag Blue is Iowa. And Rogue River Blue won the world's best cheese in 2019. So
Take their word
so
for it.
yeah, super exciting. But it says U.S. cheesemakers have modernized blue cheeses with new flavors and softer profiles. For all those people that are soft out there that don't like real.
Oh God.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
well, Kyle, I'm going to Europe for a few weeks, but one thing I can tell you, I'm going to do a lot of things there, but one thing I won't be doing is sampling the blue cheese. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I mean, it's your loss. It's your loss. I mean, I get it. I mean, that's the neat thing
Yeah.
is with all of the things, we all have our preferences. We
Yes,
we all
exactly.
have the things that we love, and the things that we don't prefer,
Yeah.
So,
And if
um,
everyone loved blue cheese, there wouldn't be any left for you. So,
yeah,
like you
yeah,
say,
yeah,
more for
yeah,
you.
very, very
Mhm.
much. So I'd love to know, are you guys blue cheese eaters, or are you blue cheese haters? And I won't, it's fine if you don't like it. I no shame, no shame. It's all okay. But I'm totally curious. So leave in the comments, and send us messages, and uh and all of those things. I don't know what's going on with the chat, but
Yeah. No
I
chat.
have not, yeah, I have not seen the
Yeah.
chat. So
I was
so
just going to
something,
message that to Ron. There's no chat
yeah,
today.
yeah. So if you are commenting, I'm sorry. I'm not ignoring you, I promise. But I don't see the chat. So something with this newfangled technology stuff, things.
Something in the
Yeah,
universe isn't working today.
yeah,
We don't know
yeah.
what, but
I mean,
It
it's
is what it
probably
is.
it's a cheese problem, so it's extra cheesy. So
Yep.
if you're hammering on the keyboard and you're like, why didn't he say anything?
Why isn't he responding to
Yeah,
me?
so I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. Yeah. We're all in it. We're
Yeah.
in our own little island today.
Yeah. So moving on,
Mhm.
the other thing that is cheesy, of course, is Canada. I
Canada.
mean, yeah.
Very cheesy. We
And
love our cheese in Canada.
whoa, Ron's cheesy too. Look at
Oh,
that.
look at that. Ron's really cheesy
I
today.
just refreshed everything, so hopefully it gets the chat working. It is
Oh,
so
there we
so
go.
it worked.
Yep. Yep.
It works
Now
now.
we've got it.
Oh.
Awesome.
I fixed it.
Well,
Great job, Ron.
I don't have it. Huh. Now I'm feeling cheated here. Yeah, I don't know.
Cheesy and cheated.
Cheesy and cheated. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So so what's cheesy about Canada?
Well, there's a lot of things cheesy about Canada. And so what I'm going to do is just do a quick overview, province by province, to tell you what is cheesy about Canada.
Hmm.
And we've got to, of course, start with Quebec
Hmm.
because that's the home of poutine. And now poutine is worldwide. Everybody loves their poutine. And it was actually created in Quebec.
Hmm.
So we call it the holy curd. So the quintessential Quebec dish, fries and gravy and cheese curds. It's perhaps the most well-known cheese dish in Canada. And we actually have a La Poutine week. So we celebrate poutine 1 week a year from February 1st to 7th. And all the restaurants do their various takes on poutine. You can get poutine with literally anything. French fries, cheese, gravy, and whatever toppings they want to put on it. It's pretty good. And that's what people do. They go from restaurant to restaurant for 7 days, sampling all their various poutine creations. And we have a Burger Week too in September, from September 1st to 2nd. So La Poutine Week is based on that. And it's actually some you just look at because the restaurants will post online. This is our poutine creation for the week. And they try to make it as unique as possible. And some restaurants, you look at it and you think, there is no way I'm eating that. And other ones, you're like waiting in line to get in to sample their poutine. It's pretty good. And if it's really well received, they'll add it to their menu. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Good morning, Bettina. Glad to have you on. I have the chat in the yummy.
Bettina.
Yummy. I had the chat in the way, so I'm not seeing everything. Yeah. I'm once again juggling, but not as effectively as I would like. So what's the Le Burger?
Le Burger Week? Oh, it's literally creative with burgers. It's the same thing. Restaurants get creative, and you can have they have poutine burgers. They have every kind of burger you can imagine. They put all sorts of different things. Jam and anything. They will try and they get chefs to make all these different food combinations that you would think wouldn't be very good. They'll hire a chef to create an actual burger that's unique to their restaurant. And so that's what they do. Every year they post all their different burger variations, and you choose the restaurants you want to go try out. And sometimes what we do is we order in. And we'll order from 3 or 4 different restaurants, all their burgers or poutine as well. And then you just portion it all out and everybody tries all the various. Yeah. That works.
And I was it popped into my mind, and totally not anything to do with cheese necessarily, but the strange combinations. One of my favorite things that I got, and now I make them myself, but cheese.
Yes, cheeseburgers. Just had one yesterday.
Yeah. Is so on a croissant, you put jam of some sort on one side, and then spicy Dijon mustard on the other side.
Oh,
And
that's
then,
interesting.
and then I've had it with ham and cheese, which is
Yeah.
good, but yeah, it is such a wild combination. It's like, oh, don't do. It is so
Totally
good.
do it.
Yeah, because you get the spicy and you get the sweet.
Mm.
Oh, it's magical.
Okay, I'm gonna
So
have to
yeah,
try that.
yeah, weird
That sounds
weird
really
food.
good.
Yeah, weird food combinations. Um, but so yeah, what else
Yeah.
is cheesy about Canada?
Okay, so but a fun fact about Quebec, it produces over half of Canada's cheese and has its own cheese
Mm,
competitions.
mm,
Yeah, Quebec is very cheesy, very,
mm,
very cheesy.
mm.
And in Ontario, so Ontario, um, they have it's the heart of Canada's Cheddar Empire and used to be a major exporter to Britain. And it's now home to Canada's largest dairy cooperatives.
Mm.
So, and Ontario gave Canada its first cheese factory in 1864.
Wow.
So, yeah. And it has a 7,000-pound mammoth cheese ball.
Huh.
Ontario. They take their cheese pretty seriously.
Yeah.
So we call it the cheddar hawk. Firm, traditional, and just political enough to promise more flavor every election, but somehow always tastes the same. Do you know what Canada's capital is, by the way?
Hmm. Oh, I should know that. Hmm. Yeah. There. Now you put me on the spot. Thinking
Okay. It's
online on a
it's
line.
Ottawa. It's Ottawa. It's
Ottawa.
all good.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Huh. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
and they're
Ontario.
probably cheesy too.
Ottawa, Ontario. Oh, they're very cheesy. They think
Yeah.
they're the center of the universe, and they're not. So next we move to BC, the beautiful province of British Columbia, and where Luana currently resides.
Uh-huh.
Um, and reality check, BC is a leader in farmstead, so making cheese on the farm, and organic cheeses with small dairies focusing on
Mm,
sustainability and a lot of goat milk. They make a lot of goat
mm.
cheese there. So we call it the smoked Gouda dolphin. It's smooth,
Ooh.
mellow, mildly nutty, and probably meditating in a hemp wetsuit.
Uh,
That's the kind of cheese you
smoked
get from BC. Oh
smoked
yeah.
Gouda is
Mhm.
just, I mean,
Mm.
you have regular Gouda and you're like, oh, this is really good. And then you have smoked Gouda and you're like, yeah,
Oh, you Gouda be
that's
killing me. It's
yeah,
so crazy good.
yeah. So much
Are you
better.
kidding me?
So much better. Yeah.
Then we move on to Alberta, which is where Becky's from. That's Becky's home province. Good old Alberta. Good morning, Danny.
Good morning, Danny. Huh. That's
And it's great that you came on at this time because we're talking about Becky's province and
yeah.
cheese in
Mhm.
Alberta.
Yeah. Yeah. The Gouda, Lottie and the
Good one. Good one. Okay, so Alberta is small. Their cheese industry is smaller, but they do spicy, smoked, and experimental farm cheese that mirrors its entrepreneurial streak. A lot of entrepreneurs
Mhm,
in Alberta.
mhm.
And so the pepperjack bison, rugged, full bodied, and absolutely insists on being served next to steak. Because, of course, Alberta is also farming country and lots of cattle there.
Mm,
Alberta's our Texas, really.
mm.
And in Saskatchewan, they have dairy production. It's small, but it's anchored in cooperative creameries and community agriculture. So straightforward, no nonsense, and always ready to ride shotgun in your lunchbox.
Mm.
They're cheddar. They're a cheddar country.
Easy cheesy.
Easy
Easy
cheesy,
cheesy
baby.
there.
Easy
Yeah,
cheesy.
yeah.
Manitoba's a little more complicated and quite a bit more industrial when it comes to
Mm,
cheese. Um, we have cutting edge technology, robotic milking systems, and
mm,
precision data analytics. So that boosts efficiency and keeps the animals safe. Like really very
mm,
heavily on animal welfare here. Not that the other provinces aren't,
mhm,
but we're known for our artisan goat cheeses and innovative dairy cooperatives. We
mm,
have a dairy producer called Gailey Foods, and it's a farmer-owned dairy cooperative founded in 1958 with over 1,300 farm members in Ontario and Manitoba. Its $100 million plant was designed to process 180 million liters of milk every year. Isn't that incredible? 180 million.
Hmm.
into milk proteins, concentrates, MPCs and MPIs, and buttermilk powders. So the MPC is the casein and whey protein,
Mhm.
and so if it's 85, it's 85% pure. So very pure products coming out of Manitoba. It's
I was gonna laugh because you said liters, and I was
oh
thinking
yes,
that's also cheesy because then all of us in the in the US we gotta do the
we're
conversion.
trying to convert it to gallons. So what's 180 million liters in gallons? I should have done the conversion before we.
That's a good question.
What's 180 million liters converted to gallons?
Oh yes, this is how we do it. Don't worry, we're doing math live on air. Yes.
What? It can't just give me.
No, it has to read it to you. You must be using an iPhone. That's probably why.
No, absolutely not.
Oh,
Absolutely not.
okay.
No way. No way. 180. It
Milk,
gave me 4 to the 7, 5 to the 10th or
yeah.
something.
Milk does a body good. Yes.
Yes, it
Yes.
does.
Yeah. I mean, especially good milk. I mean, once you go raw milk, and then, I don't know about anybody else, but there's no way that I could go back to regular. Did it give you the number?
No, it's 4.758 something 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 to the 10. It won't actually
Oh,
just give
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
It won't actually just give you
Either
the
way,
it's
there
a
we go.
lot.
Yeah,
Yeah. 500. There we go.
47,550,969.4 gallons.
Gallons. So
Yeah.
that's a lot of cheese, people.
That's quite a few. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
lots of very cheesy. Awesome. Thanks for coming on, Bettina.
Nice to see you, Bettina.
Yeah.
So then we move on to Nova Scotia, and they produce sea salt aged coastal inspired cheeses that reflect its briny geography. Now, Nova Scotia is really known for its music scene. I'm going to quiz you again, Kyle.
Mm.
For its Celtic music scene.
Celtic.
Have you ever heard of Anne Murray, Rita McNeil, Hank Snow?
Anne Murray said that sounds familiar.
Wolf Carter?
Huh.
They all
No?
came out of Nova Scotia.
Okay.
Yeah. Very Celtic, very Celtic. A lot of fiddle music, a lot of fun. Like they're very lively, wonderful, fun people out in Nova Scotia.
Yeah, I do like Celtic. I'm not familiar enough to know any of the, any of the different artists or any of that.
And these guys are from a long time ago. Like these guys are older Celtic people. And so like Wolf Carter way back in the day, his songs made me laugh. They're like, one of them is "There's a Love Knot in My Lariat." And another one's "Don't Be Mean, I Wasn't Mean to You." Like these songs are from way back in the Anne Murray's the Queen of Fun. Yeah. Yes, she is. And All I Need Is More Lovin'. I think Wolf was a bit of a hooer.
Well, I mean, it's good. I mean,
the
if
song says it all.
Get it if you can. I mean,
absolutely. Go Will. But there's a Love Knot in My Lariat. Oh my God, that made me laugh so hard. That's crazy. There's not a lot to do out in Nova Scotia, apparently, except for sing and tie knots in your.
Singing and other
loving.
Yeah.
More loving.
Other activities.
Yeah, being friendly, singing and being friendly. That takes Canadian friendliness to a whole new level.
Yeah.
Good old Wilf.
Yeah.
So New Brunswick, let's see. Known for small batch artisanal cheeses and steady dairy heritage rooted in loyalist settlements. So now for loyalists, this is an interesting fun fact. So the United Empire loyalists that settled out there, they were colonists from the 13 American colonies who remained loyal to the British crown. And after the American Revolution from 1775 to 1783, when U.S. declared independence, tens of thousands of loyalists fled to British North America, which is now Canada, especially in what's now New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and Ontario.
Mm.
So way back in the day, 1775, well, 1783 when they declared independence. Yeah, a lot of people left and fled to Canada.
Mm.
So I thought that was interesting. That was an interesting fun fact that I came across on my way.
Yeah, that's wild.
Just like they seem to be doing now.
Which sounds cheesy.
Sounds
cheesy to me.
cheesy.
Well, super,
Okay.
super exciting.
Yeah. Yeah. So now we have Prince Edward Island, and they produce some of Canada's most acclaimed farmstead brie using milk from small island herds. They
Mm.
have won a lot of awards apparently for their excellent craftsmanship.
Mm.
Yeah.
So they're the brie champions.
They are the brie champions. They
Mm.
are just the champions of cheese. Yeah, that's probably where we get our brie from. That brie wheel, I'm telling you, you throw some. Oh, you bake it in the oven with some brown sugar and some pecans or whatever your
Mm.
favorite nut is. And
Mhm.
oh my God,
Mm.
makes me hungry. I can hardly wait for Sunday to have some of that.
Mm.
And then we close up with the territories. Well, Newfoundland and Labrador, small scale cheesemakers, but so they're not really on the scene yet. But the territories are interesting because they use muskox and reindeer milk, which is
Oh.
interesting. Yes.
Huh.
Yes.
Huh.
So that I'm not sure that I would want either one of those, muskox cheese and it's the blue muskox. So it's blue cheese right up your alley, Kyle. Right
Oh,
after your
yes.
heart. Yep.
Yes. Huh.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah,
Rudolph milk,
Rudolph
exactly.
milk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I was thinking,
Yep.
boy, that doesn't seem fun to have to go catch
Milk.
a
Look, a reindeer.
reindeer so that you
Nope.
can
Nope.
get back over here. We're milking you. I know you don't want this to happen, but
Exactly. Get back over here.
the
No
world,
delivering presents for you.
yeah,
It's
the
time for
world
milking.
needs this.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Yes.
wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Super.
so that's cheesy
Yeah.
Canada. A lot of cheese stuff going on in all the different provinces.
Well, that's exciting. And you know what we're not is offended about the cheese, but there's a lot of people that are offended in the world, and I'm offended. I mean, really, quite frankly, you know, I'm offended about all of the offense of the offended, of the offenders and the offended people. That's really Santa Milk and Cheese Co. Yeah. Oh. Uh-huh. Yep.
Okay. Santa
So
milk and cheese co. Okay.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess that's
So
what Santa runs on is reindeer cheese and reindeer milk.
that makes sense.
So that's what we need to leave out for Santa this year
Yeah.
is a little bit of reindeer cheese and some
Yeah.
and a big old glass of reindeer milk.
Yeah. Ooh, that. Oh, that. I don't know. I'm curious now. I'll try just about anything once. But yeah. So lots of people offended.
Mhm.
And we see this more and more, I think. And it's not okay. Kyle, I guess Canada is Green Bay Packers
Whole bunch of
fancy
cheese
cheese.
heads. Yep.
Yeah. That's I think everybody should be cheesy and
I
eat
think so
more
too.
cheese. Yeah.
Mhm.
And Canada is leading the way, I guess, in being cheesy, which I mean seems
We
like a
try.
fitting, it's a fitting joke for all of the U.S. to say that Canada is cheesy.
Exactly. I thought I was waiting for you to slide that in. I left it out. I set it up. I was waiting for you to hit it out of the park.
I'm a little slow sometimes. I don't. They're like, I set this one up and you didn't. Yeah.
That's okay. What are you offended about, Kyle?
So
What offends you?
I'm offended about all the things. I just, I like to be offended. I like to be angry about it.
Okay.
What I see more and more is that everyone is offended all over the internet for everything. And I think I think this is one of those things that that I don't know if they're actually that offended. Um, yeah, this is totally just throwing thoughts out here, but I don't know if they're actually that offended. I think it's much easier though for everyone to be offended about all of the things, and then offended that people are not recognizing how. So the offended person then feels more offended that people are not recognizing how offended they are. So
Yeah.
it's we got to double down on feeling offended. And I think that most of what this comes back to is all of the ways that they are uncomfortable in their lives, and I think a lot of it has to do with the emotions. And I've said this a lot, but I really think that everything is emotional. And
Absolutely.
so if I mean, what easier way to not face your emotions or to work through them or any of that than to be offended? Because then you don't have to face any of your stuff. You can put it back on everyone else.
Absolutely.
And so we're looking for the cheat. Just like always, we're looking for the cheat. And so how can I not have to face or work through or talk about or think about my emotions? Well, it's easy because I can be offended, and then I can put all of that, project all of that
Project. Oh,
onto everyone else, because then I don't have to actually own any of my own emotions.
exactly. No inner work required. No inner engineering needs to be done because they are perfect, but
Mm,
everybody else is at fault. But it's like you say, it's amazing how people find fault in others, but
mhm,
it's really what they're insecure about in themselves. If they
mhm,
go deep, it's really their
mhm.
own insecurities that they're finding fault with in others.
Yep.
And they're angry at them for mirroring that back to them.
Mhm.
They don't really
Yep.
realize that because they haven't done the deep enough work
Yeah.
to recognize that fact, but that's what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you are offended a lot, perhaps some self-reflection of why you are offended that somebody said this or did this, or all of the things that we can be offended about. Can't we just get along, Kyle? It's a small world after all. It is. It's a small.
It
No, I'm not
totally
saying it.
is.
No, sorry. Yes. It is a small world, and I would love that. It's one of the reasons that I stay out of most things, because a lot of the things I'm just not interested in commenting, because if I comment and actually call out any of the emotional stuff, or point it out, I suppose, then somebody's going to be offended.
Absolutely.
That I
Going
they're Yeah, they're not offended. Yeah, I'm offended. It's so small of a
yeah,
world. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
yeah, that's. I mean, we all should be so offended. Although it does seem large when, unless you have like a, private jet that you can just, which we are still working on.
Yes, we are.
The going on daily, private jet. As soon as we get the donation, we can forgive, Zuck for all of his wrongdoings. And yeah,
Yeah. I'm
but
offended that we don't have a private jet.
yeah, I'm offended about that too. Yeah, because we should have get-togethers and gatherings, and we should all be able
Yes.
to utilize the private jet, for all of the things that you would. I mean, what all do you do with a private jet? I mean, everything. Yeah. So
Pick up
yeah,
the
donate.
Canadians and bring them to Rhode Island. That's
Yeah,
the first thing we do.
yeah, donate on the website. We're gearing up. At some point we got to have the private jet, but we need your help.
Exactly.
So, or any large donors. I mean, we can set up, whatever, financial whatever we need to set up in order to take
I think Ron's
whatever.
got that covered. I think Ron's
Yeah,
got that
I
covered.
mean,
Where can they find the website in case they want to donate?
yeah, it's Rhode Island Broadcasting.net, and that's where you can find all of the things. So I'm most offended by. Ron's asking, what are you most offended by? And I'm most offended that everyone is offended rather than taking accountability. And that's really the biggest thing that I'm offended about, because and for those of us that take accountability, it seems like we take a little extra of the brunt of all of the things, because we're willing to take accountability for the way that we feel and the way that we act and everything else. And for all of those offended people, they they will put it on everyone else. And and yeah, Ron's not offended by it. Yeah.
By your answer. He's not
Yeah.
offended by that answer.
Yeah, and I, in actuality, I'm not really offended by it. I just know that that's what people do. But it's kind of part of what I do, to bring these things up and talk about them, because I mean, partially there's good humor in all of the people being offended that I bring up all of this.
Yeah.
And I there's a little glimmer of joy that I kind of, it's like poking the bear. Sometimes
Exactly.
I don't poke the bear often, but occasionally I poke the bear, and this is one of those occasions. So
Love it. I'm not offended by it either, but it's easier to be offended when you're sitting behind a keyboard, right? Like,
ooh,
I think the offense has come up quite a bit because
yep.
people are in their houses
Mhm.
commenting on
Mhm.
things. When you're out in the public having to interact with people, there's you're interacting with a human. So there's a lot,
Mhm.
I think, less reason to be offended.
Mhm.
And because you're actually having that human touch, that human
Mhm.
interaction. But
Yeah.
when it's cold sitting behind a keyboard, it's a lot easier. And
Mhm.
it's a lot easier to state that offense because there is no immediate repercussions.
Yeah.
There's no,
Yeah.
I mean, yes, people can say that they're offended by you being offended and all of that, and you start this
Uh-huh.
dialogue
Yep.
online,
Yep.
but it's not the same as having an interpersonal conversation, right? So
I was thinking about some of the videos, and you see the videos occasionally where there's road rage or something, and the guy jumps out of the car, and he's wanting to fight the other guy, and come on, get out of your, and the guy gets out of the car, and he's a monster.
yes.
He's like 6'8" and just
Yeah.
stacked, and
Yeah.
then all
You're
of a
like,
sudden the your mom's all right, your daddy's all right. They just seem a little bit weird. Offender. Yeah.
oh, Ron, you
And
have an interesting mind.
it's funny to watch, to watch those videos where all of a sudden the guy that was really offended and really wanted to fight, all of a sudden is going back to get into his car and is no longer offended because that guy was huge. And
It's like,
so,
okay, I just bit off more than I can chew. I think I'll
yeah.
just back up and get back into my car now.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. And we don't have that on the internet, so everyone continues to be offended
Exactly.
about all of the things. So anyway, what we're not offended about is for you following us on Facebook or any of the other platforms, or showing up on the show, commenting, all the love and support and all of the things that we love. And we're not offended by all of our different hosts, which are wonderful. Everything is all right if you have cheese. Yeah.
Exactly. You gotta have cheese. Come on.
Yeah, you gotta have cheese. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm not even offended that Sharon doesn't like blue cheese.
I'm sorry. I'm really
Yeah.
sorry, Carl. I just
And
don't.
it's fine. It's fine. I'm not offended by it. So it's good. But yeah, you can follow us on all the places. You can find me, KyleMillerCoaching.com, and then Sharon, where are all the places they can find
Well,
you?
you can find me on Facebook at Holy Shift Balls. That's my podcast that I host once a week with my co-host Bethany, who was on the show earlier. And you can find me at yourtransformationcoaching.com.
Awesome. And then tomorrow it will be Becky and JJ.
Yeah,
And
that's always a good time.
So yeah, so gonna be another good show, and hopefully they're not offended by this show, and I'm sure we won't be offended by their show either. So
No, exactly.
so thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for showing up and all the love and
Thank you,
everything else.
Bethany, for coming on and
Yeah,
doing
thanks.
a little guest spot.
Yeah, thanks Bethany too, and thanks for Ron for running the show behind the
Thanks, Ron.
scenes and pushing all the buttons. Ron's a good button pusher.
In more ways than one,
Oh.
on every level.
So thank you everyone, and yeah, hope everybody has a wonderful day, and we will see you next time.